here, and maybe some people in TikTok will join in. Hey y'all, hey, this is Coffee with Friends. I am raw to the bone. Come on in. Happy Freestyle Friday. I know I'm late. I know, but I'm here anyway. I'm gonna start y'all out with the positive vibes because no matter what I say, it's gonna be a what?
Wake up, brother, gonna rise in the sun.
Step two.
Get some good, some food in you.
Step three.
Think real hard about what you wanna be.
Step four.
Everybody just do your thing.
Hey, wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Hey.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Hey, wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Hey, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a
Good day.
It is, y'all. Today's gonna be a good day. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do.
The aftermath of preparation. Good food,
Good mood.
blood and circulation.
That's right, Cheryl
One
Lee.
step
At a time.
Yeah, that's how you make it.
Hey, set a goal.
You control and the steps you take them. I try to
Pick
pick
one.
thought, have some concentration.
And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day and call it what?
Wake up.
Come on in, y'all.
Good day.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a
Good day.
hey. Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Life ain't easy, yo. I think there's a reason.
What? Ups and downs.
Just like every different season. yo.
Hey.
Sometimes I'm high.
Other times I'm barely breathing, y'all.
You always gotta fight night.
From the demons, y'all.
Negative thoughts are poison that ride. Head full of flaws, so here come the clouds.
Good morning, Fancy. Good morning, Angel Aquanda.
Good
Ghost.
and I'm
Hey. Huh?
so I'ma fake it till I make it.
Positive vibes are overtaken.
I got patience.
One day at a time, that's how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation.
I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation.
I live my life in my head.
Like a narration.
Don't expect greatness through my best man. I take it. Hey.
Today's gonna be a good
Join
day.
Coffee with Friends podcast, y'all. Go to the link in my bio and come on over to YouTube. This is what we're doing. Freestyle Friday. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Hey. Hey, Angel. Hey, Cha. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Step two. Step three. Good morning, Pat. Good morning. Step four. Hey, good morning, Freestyle Friday. Oh my God. It is Happy Women's Month. Yes, Aquanda, come on in the room. It is Happy Women's Month. That's what it is. Hey, Nut. People have migrated over from TikTok onto YouTube. I still have some folks on YouTube that can hear the conversation. Good morning, Miss K on YouTube. Good morning, Dwayne on YouTube. Good morning, Jeff. Good morning. Good morning. Today is Freestyle Friday. Today is March 1st. Today is the first day of Happy Women's Month. Every month is a new holiday, but I'm a woman all year long. So I expect to be treated as such 12 months out the year. Okay? But okay, for shits and giggles sake, we're just going to say Happy Women's Month. Okay? Get it out the way. There it is. What is so special about this month? Good morning, Hillbilly. What is so special about this month that we dedicated it to women? Does anybody know the history of how we got Happy Women's Month? Is there a Happy Man's Month? Like they just create shit so that people could do what? I'm black all year. I'm a woman all year. Don't start no mess, microphone. Why? I got a little static in my ear. One second, y'all. Nobody cares for a man's feelings. That's what y'all saying? Dag, Hillbilly. We care for the man's feelings. Good morning, Mac Diesel. We care for the man's feelings. You know, what is it like to be a man? Since y'all say we don't care about men's feelings, what is it like to be a man? Good morning, mother. What is it like to be a man? We need to hear that from a man's perspective. And believe you me, I'm bringing this topic to Houston on the weekend of March 8th, okay? Because I want to hear from a man's mouth what it is to be a man from a man's perspective, right? Because we have a lot of women out here trying to tell men how to be, and we have a lot of men out here trying to tell women how to be. But how do you think you should be, men? And how do you think you should be, women? What is it like? What is it like to be a man? I need a new headset because my headset got static in it. Ghost, you said amazing. No periods and no giving birth. Okay, so that's it. That makes being a man amazing. TikTok, what is it like being a man? All right. Ghost said amazing. No periods and no giving birth. That's it? Is that it? What else? My headsets are getting on my nerves. What else is there? What is it like to be a man? What is the difficulties of being a man? And what are the pros and what are the cons, right? Hillbilly said a man is a cocked gun. We have to be ready to lay down our lives for women, family, and country. Woo-wee! That's what it's like being a man from Hillbilly's perspective. A man is a cocked gun. We have to be ready to lay down our lives for women, family, and our country. DJ Shallow, hello. He said, well, we have the weight of the world on our shoulders with the odds staked against us. That's a good one. DJ Shalom from TikTok. That's a good one. I like that. I have TikTok right here next to me, okay? Just so that they can participate in what's going on. Okay, so DJ Shalom said men have the weight of the world on their shoulders. Okay, Aquanda said getting kicked in the balls. I guess that is but getting kicked in the cootie cat, it hurts too. What is it like being a man? Tell us women, right? Because maybe this is the conversations we need to start from, right? We need to be able to answer that question for ourselves and stop letting the opposite sex answer the question for us, right? What is it like being a man? I'm going to ask the women too. Okay. Ghost said stressful. Why is it stressful, Ghost, to be a man? What's so stressful about being a man? Share it with us so that we can understand that. What is so stressful about being a man? Come on, y'all. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What is so stressful about being a man? Help us understand. Hillbilly said lonely when you're in a crowded room. Okay, Hillbilly. Being a man can feel lonely when you're in a crowded room. All right, Cheryl Lee said, celebration of women achievements and contributions and how they overcome challenges while doing it equal Women's History Month. Why is it only a month? We conquer this all year long, but I appreciate the month of dedication. So how do you women celebrate? Because I've never celebrated Women's Month, right? I try to celebrate myself all the time. How do you women celebrate Women's Month? Fancy said, back to the question of what is it like being a man? I'm waiting for the men to answer that. Hello, Irvin Wolf. Fancy said, from my perspective, it's stressful being a woman. Okay, this is coming from a woman's perspective. What is it like to be a woman? From my perspective, it's stressful being a woman because we are expected to do everything regardless of what you are going through. I feel you, Fancy K, but sounds like the men are kind of saying the same thing. It sounds like the men are saying the same thing. All right. So y'all keep these comments going, because you know, to keep the flow of the positive energy in here, I read the positive thoughts first every morning. February was the month of love. And so now we're entering the month of March, and we're talking about awareness. Okay. March is the month of awareness. Open your mind, open your eyes, open your heart. If the eyes of your mind and heart are not fully open, there could be some love that you are not aware is present. What? If there could be some love that you, listen, if the eyes of your mind and heart are not fully open, there could be some love that you are not aware is present. You know how you try to love up on somebody, and no matter how hard you try to love up on that person, they don't feel it. They still don't feel love because their mind and their heart is not open. This is the positive read that I'm going into. So today is March 1st. So let's see what March 1st says. Good morning, Daryl Gibson. I open my heart and mind to be aware that I am the matter. I am the matter. I'm sorry, y'all. I open my heart and mind to be aware that I am the matter that matters. I am the matter that matters. Matter is everything that has weight and occupies space. The only thing standing between you and exactly what you want is space. The question is, are you willing to be the matter that occupies this space? You can choose to fill the space with what you need, or you can choose to fill the space with what you lack, fear, or you can fill the space with what might not happen or what cannot happen. Or you can find the courage to fill the space with the holy boldness of, I can because I am. I will because I am. In the space that stands between you and exactly what you want, there is a fullness of God. The question is, how do you see the space? Have you placed the matters of others in this space? Do you see your place in the space? Do you see your joy in the space? Do you see God's grace, God's mercy, God's light, and God's love in the space? Perhaps you see a risk that you can't take. Do you see what others have done and what you cannot do? Hey, John Brown. Or do you see the impossible dream of becoming possible with God? Now, this is not a religious platform. This is just a positive read of the day. In the space of God's fullness, to stand between you and what you want, there is an opportunity. The question is, how are you going to use the opportunity? You can use the opportunity to tell yourself what you have always told yourself about why you cannot or must not step into the space. You may believe that the space is too big, too wide, too much for you to handle. Hey, Gregory. Or you just might realize that you have been given a divine opportunity to change the way you see the space. So too close up the gap between you and God. You need to close the gap to what you think you cannot do and believing that you can do, right? Until today, you may not have realized that the only thing standing between you and what you want is the opportunity to spend more time with God. If that is what you believe, just for today, be devoted to closing any gaps between you and what you want. Close the gaps between you and what you want. Okay? Today, I am devoted to taking every opportunity to spend time with God. Wow. Okay? I open my heart and mind to be aware that I am the matter that matters. Are you? Do you think you matter? Back to the question. What is it like to be a man? What is it like to be a woman, right? Do we think we matter? And when we think we matter, what does that look like in our lives, right? Or are we convincing ourselves that some spaces are too big, so we don't travel those spaces because we feel like we're going to get lost. We feel like we're not going to be accomplished in those spaces. So we stay in a limited spaces, limiting ourselves to further growth. But this says, don't ever let your fears stop you from doing and being, right? That's a good read. That's March 1st. Today is March 1st. March is the month of awareness. We just left February, which is the month of love. All right. And to talk about that, let me just get into some of my announcements. Right? We are Coffee with Friends is a platform. It's a healing platform. And one of the undertakings that I did was I decided that not only is Coffee with Friends going to be a podcast that you flip the YouTube on or the TikTok on and you see me, but I also take up travel. Coffee with Friends on the Go is a segment that's a part of Coffee with Friends, and I go state to state to meet people that support me, right? Not for no meetups and you know, stuff like that, but to grow and get back to a village mentality where we as a community are supporting each other, are unpacking our toxic ways, are learning to be better and do better. That's what this platform is about. Okay, we have a lot of fun on this platform, especially on Freestyle Friday and Hump Day. But really and truly, this is about growing. Okay, so the questions that I'm throwing out today is a part of growth and recognition. When you say it's hard out here to be a woman, it's hard out here to be a man, what are you actually saying? What's so hard about being a woman? For me, I feel like I have to be the nurturer, the provider, the problem solver, the strong back. So when people fall, I got to hold them up, right? The decision maker, right? It's a lot. Even when I've been in relationships with men, I felt like I had to do all of that. Be the caretaker, the nurturer, the problem solver, the this, the that, the this. I always felt a weight on my shoulder, right? And so I know what it's like to be a woman, right? And I can't downplay what it's like to be a man. So that's why I'm asking, what is it like to be a man? Because I know on a daily basis what I go through as a woman, right? And maybe if we understood this a little bit more about ourselves, then maybe our relationships will be healthier. Yes, Hillbilly, I agree with that. Life is hard for everyone, just in different ways. I agree with that. Good morning, Daryl. I agree with that. What kind of support, women, are you looking for from your men? When you talk about areas in being a woman and the difficulties in being a woman, what areas do you look for in your men to fill that gap? And vice versa. For men, what areas do you look to your significant other woman to fill the gaps? Same-sex relationships too. What gaps need to be filled in your life when you get into a relationship with someone else? One of the things we got to learn is love, right? And so we're reading this book called All About Love, and I still got a couple of chapters to go. I'm going to be reading real heavy on the flight to Houston as we are headed to Houston on March 8th. Coffee with Friends is heading to Houston. Well, I'm going to be in Houston on March 6th. And we have a series of activities going on. March 8th, which is the Friday, we will be doing a book reading discussion of All About Love. This is by Bell Hooks, right? For those that cannot be in Houston and are following me, link is in my bio. We will be having a discussion in person in Houston about this book because we don't know enough about love. So we need to learn together, all right? And for those that can't be there, we will be having the discussion on Discord. Okay, so if you're following me, the link is in my bio. Join my Discord channel, and we will be having the session live streaming on Discord, and we will be taking questions from Discord as we go through this book all about love. Love to a lot of us is the feeling, right? It feel good. She look good. Her skin feel good. His eggplant feel good. Her nana is juicy, and we fall in love, right? But love is more than just a feeling, right? Feelings change. Love is an action as well. Love is other than feelings. And we need to learn that. Hey, Cisco 360, we need to learn that. And so we're taking the time as a part of our healing journey to learn together. All right. Several of us have this book, and we will be discussing it on March 8th in Houston, Texas. Now, excuse me, y'all. March 9th, which is the Saturday, because the rodeo in Houston starts this weekend. Man, I wish I was there this weekend for 50 Cent is performing. Go shorty, it's your birthday. You want to party like it's your birthday. You want to sip a Bacardi like it's your birthday. Because we don't, listen, he's going to be there this weekend, but I'm going to miss him. We are doing, Coffee with Friends is doing the rodeo to hold me when I break. Yes, Hillbilly, you need your woman to hold you. Vulnerable spaces. I love that. March 9th, we are heading to the rodeo in Houston. Okay, and we're going to spend the day at the rodeo dressed up like cowgirls and cowboys. Well, some of us are butting up against that, but that's all right. We still gonna be there anyway. Some of the people in our crew might have their motorcycle jackets on and stuff trying to look cute, but that's all right, Ghost. All right, we are still going to the rodeo. We're doing the rodeo, the livestock, the carnival. We're going to do it all. And then we're going to come back to the house. We're going to have topics of discussions. I already have all my topics. I got shit that I'm going to play for y'all to listen to and have feedback on. And after that, we're going to move into drinking and playing games, right? You know, we're going to unpack some shit. We're going to deep dive into some topics, and then we're going to release that shit with some fun, some games, some activities. All right. So whoever's coming to Houston, we're going to have a great time. Then on March 9th, we are going to do brunch together as a chosen family. All right. We're going to have a good time, hookah, music, brunch, good food, laughter, right? Then we'll go back to the house, and we'll have more topics of discussion, sip some wine, champagne, whatever it is. Now, y'all want to do whiskey on Sunday, that's on y'all. That's y'all business. A lot of people are flying out the Monday. All right. I will be flying out the Tuesday because I'm coming in Wednesday and I'm leaving on Tuesday. I don't like the hustle and bustle. And I'm coming into Bush Airport. All right. So that is our upcoming weekend. So I'm out of here. As of Wednesday, I will be on a plane to Houston. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it, y'all. I mean, I was just there. So I love it. All right. And so that is our next immediate trip that's coming up. Our next already organized planned trip, as I share on the screen, is well, the people on TikTok can't see it, but we are going to Breathless Punta Cana on August 21st to the 25th. All right. All adult, all inclusive resort, 5 days, 4 nights. Okay. It is $50 per person. Deposit is based on double occupancy. This is our end of summer soiree that we do every year in different places. Last year, we had the end of summer soiree in Mexico at Rio Cuculcan, a new resort. This year, we're doing it at Breathless Punta Cana, okay? And it's adult only. Don't come. Don't be trying to ask about no kids. We don't do kids on a Coffee with Friends adult trips. Now, because they're adult trips doesn't mean people are meet and greeting and smashing. It's adult trips because we're adults and we're having adult conversation, and we're not entertaining children during this time. All right. So if you're interested in the trip, make sure you are booking your trip. Now, for all those that did not put their monies down on the Breathless Punta Cana trip, today is March 1st. So you missed out on the opportunity unless Aspire to More decides to expand this. But all those that booked their trip, put their $50 deposit down for Dominican Republic, Punta Cana at Breathless Resort, you will get the opportunity of choosing one of 7 amazing destinations, complimentary getaway on Aspire to More. But if you didn't put your money down, because today is the 1st, you would have missed out on that opportunity. So bye-bye for those that didn't put their money down for the trip by the 29th. That was yesterday. All right. You also missed out on the travel savings card of $300 for hotels and stuff. See, because people needed to put their deposits down by February 29th. So those that have already put their deposit down, they get the opportunity to go away as a complimentary gift for a future trip. Right? And if you traveled with me last year, the same offer stands. All right. And so I just want to say, we try to give incentives to get people to join in on our trips. And let me tell y'all something. I know this is not a moneymaker thing for me. The reason why I do these trips is to continue to build a community, continue to build people that come together and support each other, continue to build an environment where we are striving to be better and do better, right? Because the question I asked last week is, are you characterized by the people in your circle? If you have a bunch of people in your circle and you are the smartest person in the room, you should never be the smartest person in the room. Good morning, Smokey. You should never be the smartest person in the room. If you are the smartest person in the room, change your friends. Right? And some people get offended when you change your friends and you change up because they say, oh, you've changed. Right. Aren't we supposed to change? Pat said love is when all those physical attractions start to fail with your age and wear and tear. Your feelings are still strong as ever or even more. Right. This is where we talk about love, right? Because we go into love as a feeling, right? But looks go away. Guess what? When you go through menopause, your na-na might not be water falling down your leg like it used to be. And now when it's a little bit dry and just or damp, is he still gonna love you? When his eggplant that you fell in love with, because you got whipped and you fell in love with that eggplant, when he needs to take a Viagra or pump it up or it just don't last long, are you still going to love him? Right? People want to know why relationships don't last because we are loving each other the wrong way. We're not loving each other from the soul level. We're not loving each other from our deepest parts. We're loving each other based on how the fuck you look. Some people. Thank you for the roses, Rock. Some people, right? So how are we going to do better? Talk about it. Learn from each other. Share each other's perspectives. I have therapy today. It's my first therapy session. And I'm not ashamed of it. And Lord knows I'm scared as hell. But I know that I need to do better and be better. And I know that I need to understand love because, for me, love is very tricky, right? I only know love from what I've learned, right? And what I've learned is not healthy. So I have to learn to love healthy. And I have to learn to recognize love when it's healthy. Okay? Because I've had some unhealthy love. And I don't blame people, right? The only time I blame people is when they refuse to step into the room of accountability. Once you realize that you need to do better and be better and you step into the room of accountability, I ain't got shit to say. Right? But there's people that are still operating out of toxic love because that's all we know. That's all we know. How do we fix that? One of the things I thought about was asking, what is it like to be a man? Tell me. What is it like to be a man? You know how many men I know that are going through things and I'll be like, how you doing? And the first thing they say is, I'm okay. What does I'm okay mean? I'm okay. That's the answer. And I know deep down inside some of these men are not okay. Why do they just say they okay? Why is that the answer? Why are men not more forthcoming as to what's really going on in their lives? Are they afraid to be judged? Are you afraid to be called a simp? I'm talking about those hillbilly that are really not okay. Oh, my brother is in end stage cirrhosis. Oh, my dad had that. Doubt he'll make it a year. He is fighting with doctors and nurses and refusing meds, but I'm okay. You see what I'm saying? That is, Ghost, look what you just said. That is the only choice we have, is to be okay. Is that the only choice you guys have? Hillbilly just expressed that his brother might not make it throughout the end of this year because he's at the end stages of cirrhosis. But then he turned around and said, but I'm okay. Are you really okay? And why is that our safe space word to go to? I'm okay, or phrase? What does that phrase truly mean? This is why I have trust issues, because a lot of people that say they are okay are really not okay. Pat said, I'm okay means I'm not dead yet. Wow. Hey, the Wise King. So as long as we're breathing, no matter what our heart is feeling, we're supposed to be okay. Ghost, where do you think that comes from when you make the phrase, that's the only choice we have is to be okay? What does that even mean? What does that even mean? On TikTok, if you want to join my live, you got to come on over. You got to come on over to YouTube. Link is in my bio. What does that even mean when you say we don't have a choice but to be okay? What does that mean? Fancy said, okay, Ghost said, we were taught no one cares how a man feels. But as an adult, is it our responsibility to unteach ourselves that and learn better? Or are we still holding on to the premise of what we were taught? Because we already said that what we were taught was toxic. It wasn't right. So how do we release those things we were taught? Such as no one cares how a man feels, because I care how a man feels, especially my man. How do we get men to be more vulnerable and unlearn that shit that says no one cares, or men are not supposed to cry, or men are not supposed to have feelings? How do we get past that? Fancy said, I think they feel they will be judged if anything other than we good. How many women on here would judge their man for being honest and saying he's not okay? Hillbilly said, I'm okay means we have come to grips with it. Okay, that's a good one. But have we? When we think we've come to grips with something, have we actually come to grips with it? Have we? Or do we just try to convince ourselves that we've come to grips with the thing that we're dealing with? Ghost said no one still cares. Well, Ghost, wow. We've been on this platform for 4 years. You don't think we care? We haven't showed you we care? I spend time with you on the phone separate from TikTok, and yet this is exactly what this says. Let me read something to you again. out of today's read. Let me find it. Okay. Let me find it. Okay. The question is, how are you going to use the opportunity? You could use the opportunity to tell yourself what you have always told yourself, which is no one cares, right? About why you cannot or must not step into the space. You may believe the space is too big, too wide, too much for you to handle. Or you might just realize that you have been given a divine opportunity to change. You can change that narrative, ghost. Okay? Open up your heart and your mind. If the eyes of your mind and your heart are closed, right? There could be some love that you are not aware is present. Aquanda, you turned your camera back off. Turn it back on and I'll bring you on. All right. So, Ghost, you have to open up your mind and you have to do better. All right. There you go. Oh, Aquanda, are you naked? Aquanda. Can you hear us? Aquanda, you're muted. Turn your sound on. We can't hear you. Listen, I'm going to turn your camera off. Listen, Aquanda is naked. Y'all get her. We can't hear you, Aquanda. You got to get your sound right. Can we hear you now? Aquanda, get your signal right. Exactly, y'all. Of course she's naked. What the hell Billy say? Let me go up. Okay. Fancy said, and depending on what it is, I think it is like that. I don't think it applies to their health though, but other stuff. Does that make sense? If Ghost said if we do that, we get called weak, so we just don't say shit. But are you being called weak still? We're saying we're not calling you weak. We are saying that men that call other men simps is not right. We are saying that men need to be more vulnerable. Men need to be more trusting. Go stop pulling over. Stop pulling over. All right. We are saying that no matter how many times we say we want men to be vulnerable, they still go back to that toxic shit they were taught that says no. Okay. I do, Fancy. I be talking to these folks offline. I be tired. They call me or FaceTime me and I talk. Nut and I talk deep. Ghost and I talk deep. I talk to everybody. I talk to Chicago. I don't care because my whole thing is nobody is perfect, right? We are here to heal and be better and do better. So I do care. I spend the time. I'm not judging you for your toxic ways because a lot of us are toxic. We learn to be toxic. Unlearning is the work we need to do. Oh, you're talking about people as a whole. Okay. Okay, Pat, great point. Great point, Pat. Pat said, I'm okay. Also, avoid saying and speaking your truth. What is it like to be a man? That's the question. Good morning, swing, swear, drink, repeat. What is it like to be a man? What is it like to be a woman? What are your struggles in this space? Fancy said, but I understand where you coming from, Ghost, because it depends on what the situation is. Now, that's true. If you get beat up in a movie theater like my ex, I might side eye you a little bit. But I'm still healing. I do agree with that, Fancy. Hillbilly said, I'm okay. We're talking about when men just say they're okay when they know that they're not that they're not okay. What is it like to be a man? Good morning, Kayla. What is it like to be a man? What is it like to be a woman? Hillbilly said, I'm okay is sometimes what we say instead of we don't want to talk about it or you can't help me. That's exactly how I take it. When you ask your man, is he okay or what's wrong? And he just said, I'm okay. What does it mean? Hillbilly said, it sometimes means we don't want to talk about it. You can't help me. How do you know we can't help you? How do you know we can't help you? Good morning, Woody. How do you know we can't help you? You're welcome, Kayla. I appreciate you joining. Of course she's naked. All right. You said the Apple phone is a trip. It don't want. Maybe you should get dressed, Aquanda, and try again. Okay. Fancy, you gonna train me? I actually you. Fancy said you have a great future as a therapist. You could be on my team for real. I would love that, Fancy. You know, I've been for the last 3 years. You know, I just got a lot of balls in the air, but I do have some future goals in close to that area. You and I need to talk. When I come down to Houston, we'll talk about it because I do have future plans. I'm just trying to get there. You know what I'm saying? Because I always think about what happens next. What happens when I get to retirement? What is my next thing, right? And so I love people, and I know that I have come through a lot of hard times myself. Teenage mother, single parent household. I came through the crack era. You know, I've been almost homeless a couple of times. Okay, I have felt with family rejection. I have been in bad relationships. I have been emotionally abused. I have been through a lot of stuff. I have been molested. I have been through a lot of stuff, and yet I still find the strength to stand here and talk about my life with so many people because there are a lot of people who do not have the strength to talk about the things that they went through. They don't. And a lot of people feel like they're alone. And so doing this is a pleasure for me, right? Because I know I'm not the best. And I appreciate that, Fancy. Johnny Leon Hill stepping into the room. What's painful for men is we pour out our cup until we are empty. And when we need to be refilled, we either get filled halfway or we have to refill it ourselves. Woo wee! Johnny Leon Hill dropped the dime. I said, what is it like to be a man? When your cup, what's painful for men is when we pour out our cup until we are empty. And when it needs to be refilled, they only get their cup half filled. Or they need to refill it themselves. Ooh, Johnny. That's deep. How can we do better? How can we do better? Right? How can we do better? How can we do better as a people? Kayla said women like Sims. Thank you. Thank you, Kayla. Women like Sims. It's actually husband material. Men want women to simp or be submissive to them, but men never have the conversation about men submitting to their women. Smug. You know, this was brought up on my TikTok live. Somebody said that they want their man to submit to them. Was that you, Kayla? Are you AKA Lala? Because someone said it on TikTok yesterday. They want their man to submit to them. And Kayla said women like Sims. So why do other men give other men problems and call them Sims? We like Sims. We like Sims. Thank you for that, Kayla. Let them know. Send us a Russell Wilson. Be my simp. The fuck? See, but Fancy, how do you know someone can't help you? Okay, you just real, and I appreciate that, Kayla. Fancy K said, I say that all the time. If you can't help me, I'm not telling you. How do you know they can't help you? Right? There's many ways of help. They might not be able to help you execute or what you need to execute, but they might be able to help you emotionally get through what you're trying to get through. Right? Good morning, Thomas. We all at work. See, that's where we're stuck, Ghost, because people think that's an emasculation of men because somewhere down the line, somebody told men that they needed to be rough, tough, and never cry, don't have feelings, and fucking suck it up. And now that we're saying that that's toxic and that's not true because these women do not like tough-ass men that just be sucking it up and not being vulnerable. We're saying we don't like that, and men are still not listening. Y'all are still not the fuck listening because y'all still turning around saying, but we don't want to be a simp because people say, we are the people saying we like simps. No. But but the men are still stuck. You know why? Because what they've been taught growing up is stronger than learning something new. In my opinion. Aquanda said being a man means throwing the garbage out. Okay. Yes, her service is nervous again because she was naked. Right, Pat. Stands up for that. Pat said, even if you can't help, if we can't help you, we sure soothe you. That's the emotional support. Right? Right away we go, if the person can't help me, I'm not talking about it. But what about that emotional support you need? Thank you, swing, swear, drink, repeat. Swing, swear, drink, and repeat. I like that name. He said, I'm assuming you're a he said, I feel like there's a way to do both. Commit to your partner and still be masculine. I love that. Exactly. Why do men feel like they have to lose their masculinity just because they submit to their women? Fancy said, you have a lot of life experience that can truly help others. Thank you, Fancy. And I want to do that. I do. Amen. I appreciate that. You know, these are the kind of people you need in your life. You see what I'm saying, Fancy? And then they push me. They push me to do more, want to be more. If you ain't got these people in your circle, then you got the wrong circle. Hey, Rodney. Okay, here we go, Ghost Mob. Being submissive is not a male trait. Who told y'all that? Who told you that being submissive is not a male trait? Who told you that? Being submissive is not a male trait. Who told y'all that? I want to know. Being submissive is not a male trait. Why isn't it? Just so y'all see, I'm talking to a whole bunch of people on here. If you want to join the podcast, follow me. Okay? Who taught men that being submissive is not a male trait? Where do we think that came from? Hillbilly said, when we as men are forced to swallow our emotions, talking about it releases our anger. So we tend to yell out our feelings, but we're assholes for that. So we bury the next emotion. That's honest, Hillbilly. That is honest. That's some honest shit for your ass. You bury the next emotion because you yell out your feelings, right? You say men are assholes. So we bury the next emotion. Wow. Wow. I love that. Just another thing to emasculate men and make them soft, because who told you that? Who told you this was a form of emasculation? Somebody told you that and you believed it. And no matter what people tell you going forward, you will never unbelieve that, because you know what? Someone did a good job instilling this in our men. And some of our men are stuck in this space no matter what us as women say. They will remain in this space. And then we turn around and we wonder, how come relationships don't work? Because some of us refuse to come from under the toxic shit that we were taught growing up. And we stay in that space, right? But it doesn't work. He goes, commitment and responsibility is not submissive. Okay. TikTok. What you got for us, Ghost?
So you just stay right there. I mean, if she got to come out, you can't get over here neither. Oh, you all right? You stay right here.
Fancy said both parties are supposed to submit.
Oh,
Well,
check
the
it right there.
married people, right? Ephesians 5:21-23. Okay. Taking care of your women are not the men we call simps. Okay, Ghost. That's from Ghost. So what is a simp? What do y'all call simps?
Well, I put it on there with you slow reading this. A simp is a guy who trick out money for a woman's attention. You know what I'm saying?
So why people call Russell Simmons a simp? He not a simp.
Because not Russell Simmons. You mean
I mean Russell Wilson.
Oh, connecting to my car. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, it's because Russell Wilson gives off the vibe that Sierra runs the relationship, like that she
So
works
what?
the relationship.
So what if she did?
What you mean, so what? Like,
so what if she did?
Your woman run a relationship, you don't ain't nothing in you feel like no man. You feel like a bitch. It ain't about what people told us growing up. No, that. It's in our DNA. It's in our bones. We feel like we're supposed to be a leader. We feel.
You think when you were born, you automatically felt that, or that you don't think that was taught?
That is a natural feeling of a man. That is a natural feeling of a man. It's in every man's DNA. That's why the common thing in this world is a man being dominant, because it's in our fucking DNA. Every race of a man is like that.
Y'all hearing this, TikTok? Every race of a man is like that. They automatically feel that.
Ain't nobody calling Wilson no simp because he can't do what he do. Nobody give a fuck about what he do. It's the point of, like I said, it gives off they give off the feeling that Sierra wears the pants in that relationship. I'm saying, like, she runs shit where what she say goes. Nah.
I like that, Ghost. Within a marriage or a relationship, I don't consider submitting. I call it working together.
Claim, be submissive to your woman. Yeah, okay, being submissive is not a masculine trait. It's not a masculine trait at all. So you get a nigga that's all submissive and acting like a bitch and shit like that or whatever. When it comes time to protect you and he don't, you can't be mad because you wanted a soft ass nigga. Man, so don't be mad.
Yeah.
So when the nigga get beat up in a movie theater, don't be mad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Disconnected. Connected.
I agree. But I still think we need work.
Now, I don't know why people call A$AP Rocky no simp. Like, A$AP Rocky don't come off as a simp, you know what I'm saying, at all. Like I ain't never got that feeling.
So what are y'all saying about A$AP Rocky?
Well, Kayla was saying that men call A$AP Rocky a simp because he calls her his queen and lets her shine bright like a diamond. First of all, she was shining bright like a diamond before the nigga got with her. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, calling her your queen, I mean, shit, nigga, that's his woman. So I mean, that's some normal shit to do. You know what I'm saying? Because I look at Kenya like that. So I know what I'm saying? Like, that's my wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course. Like, if I'm the king, you know what I'm saying? That's my queen. So yeah, like, nah, I don't. That shit there don't look at that like no simp.
Mm-hmm.
There's more than one thing that there's more than one thing that'll make you a simp.
Also, Smokey, you agree with Fancy. Both people should submit. Pat said, for the men, how would it feel to exhale and fall into your loving woman's arms and be kissed and caressed and soothed?
Now, I agree with Smokey. You know what I'm saying? Smokey say, I think you can be soft in the presence of your significant other. You know what I'm saying? But I've said that on here before. Like, your woman will always get a side of you that your friends will never see. You know what I'm saying? Your woman will always get a softer side of you that your friends will never see.
Okay. So that's good. At least you're being vulnerable. But I dated someone that never was vulnerable. We never fell into each other's arms in the presence of some hard shit. Because he was always like woman up and he was always trying to be tough. And I don't like that. I like men that can be soft in my space.
You know, it's a lot of women trying to tell a man what is and ain't soft.
Well, that's why I started out the question and I said, what is it like to be a man?
Still in the comments now. Still in the comments now. Oh no, that's just how you feel. No, that's how a man feels. Period. You know what I'm saying? Even like I said, if you catch up with comments, you know what I'm saying, keep on going through them.
Yes, Billy.
Like I said, it's in our bones. We feel it in our bones.
Just because
that shit ain't cool.
Just because you're submissive doesn't mean you can't protect us. Hillbilly said, if your house is being attacked, would you want a submissive man to protect you?
Real shit.
Yes.
I mean, like you want a submissive man? How you figure he gonna do
why
that?
Why does him being submissive remove his protective state?
See, there's one thing to ask for a man to be vulnerable with you, and it's another thing to ask for a submissive man. Them two different things.
Is it?
Like I can say, yes, I can be masculine, and then again, like Smokey said, I can be vulnerable with you. You know what I'm saying? Just as in the presence of you, not nobody else. You know what I'm saying? But to this world out here, you got me fucked up. I let my nuts hang and drag. Nah.
Oh.
You can't have a submissive man and a man that be vulnerable with you are two different people.
Now, nothing that said just because a man is submissive to his partner doesn't mean he's not a protector.
He's still soft.
Why?
Because he's, oh my God. It's like y'all not listening. This is what I'm talking about.
Thank you, Kayla.
Because y'all mind is stuck on this woman shit. You're not listening. Like I said, there's a difference.
That's why we asking y'all.
A submissive man and a man willing to be vulnerable with you because you his woman. Two different people.
Kayla says submissive men can fight. That's basically saying gay men are soft. Men can fight or protect. It's a toxic mindset.
I'm not saying that you can't fight. It's just the mentality of it is a soft motherfucker.
Okay, so I get what you're saying, Ghost, but okay, on the flip side, women are saying they want their man to be submissive. They want their man to be that. So if women are saying that, why are men butting against that? Other men can answer besides Ghost, right? Why are men butting against that, right? If women are saying we want you to be soft, we want you to be vulnerable, why are you not catering to what your woman needs?
Because again, I mean, you're trying to strip a man from feeling like a man. It don't matter if you understand what we're talking about. We're telling you the feeling of a man, and you're saying, "Oh no, don't do that. Do this." No, the fuck, I'm not. I'm a man. Stop trying to take my masculinity from me. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't agree, understand the masculinity of a man because you're not one. Mm-hmm. Don't say, oh, you're not supposed to do that. Why is it a problem to do that? Because in my motherfucking bones, that feels not right. And it's your alternator. Yes.
I think y'all getting the definitions wrong.
No, it's not we getting the definition.
Come on, Fancy.
There's a difference between being vulnerable with your woman and then just being a submissive man altogether. Those are two different things.
But I'm not submissive and I'm not even a dude. Like, it's not really about being submissive. I think inside a relationship is just doing your part.
Well, see, I said that earlier. You know what I'm saying?
Because I
Like
was
in a relationship, I don't call it
just
being a
being back
simple
on the
submission.
Russell Wilson thing. I don't see that look like
This is husband and
Sierra
wife.
running the show. I don't even see that relationship like that.
All right, want to tell you what? Because like the feeling that comes off is she walking in front and he behind her, like the dog, like the little puppy dog following.
Well, he don't mind her being up there. He
Well,
doesn't
he
allow
don't
her to
mind
be
because
up there.
he's a submissive ass nigga.
I don't get that from him. I think he's not worried about what all these other people got to say. Like, ain't nobody. Russell Wilson ain't worried about y'all niggas just calling him submissive.
I'm
He
sure.
really not. But
I'm sure he's
he
not.
don't
But at
look like
some
that to me.
some part of his mind, he is fighting with
But we
himself
don't
though.
know him, and we don't know what really go on in their house. He might say,
We
"Baby, I
don't.
want you to get out there and do your thing."
Of course, all y'all are hoping for the best that he's supporting a woman that want to run him. But yeah, you know, overall, naturally. But yeah, that's what it is. All the noise coming right here is your alternator with that with your serpentine belt.
So I need both of them to charge it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
They
I
always
don't need my woman walking behind me. Walk with me. I know that's right.
Okay, that's fine.
I know that's right. But every relationship is different. Some men don't mind. Obviously, Russell Wilson don't mind his woman walking.
Of course, there are many different types of relationships out here. It's a bunch of submissive ass niggas out here. Just like it's a bunch of masculine women out here.
It's a bunch of submissive women. That's ugly.
What?
Women that is ugly as hell. That ain't cute on no woman either. That is not cute for no woman to be submissive either. That
Exactly.
ugly. I ain't no submissive ass woman. I'm not. And that shit is ugly. But to each his own. For me, that don't look good. I'm not no fucking submissive ass woman. They call me dominant or whatever, but I take care of business.
Yeah.
I like a team player. Cute. I like team players. You know what I'm saying? And we play for the same
husband
team.
and wife on here breaking it down.
It's Freestyle Friday. Well, we come to Houston.
Yeah, we'll be in Houston on Wednesday, turning it up. That's right. H-Town, how we doing? Oh,
why you throwing up, baby?
Here we go.
All right.
H-Town. Thank you, y'all.
I'm gonna look it up.
Russell Wilson looks happy. Okay. Period. Okay, they turned off their camera. They must be kissing or something. I don't know. But that was a husband and wife couple that came on here. Oh, you came back, Ghost? Because I'm like, I don't show
man, I was trying to look up the price of this alternator on my phone while I was on live with you, but it didn't keep the screen up.
Where's your damn laptop?
You know what? I'm tripping. You're right. But I don't think my laptop connected over here. I don't think I connected it over here before.
Debbie, I don't know. This is what I'm trying to figure out. Debbie said, what's wrong with us, y'all? Why is submission a bad thing now? What's wrong with compromising with your partner? Because that's literally what it boils down to.
See, that's the thing. See, y'all talking about compromising and being a whole personality of a submitting man. Those are different things. Y'all are getting that shit confused. Like I said earlier, like we don't call simps. We don't call guys that actually, take care of their wife and do shit for their wife or they girlfriend, whatever they partner. We don't call them niggas simps. You know what I'm saying? Not them. It's the ones that let their woman run their ass. You know what I'm saying? But the ones like that trick for a woman's attention. You know what I'm saying, like just doing lame ass shit.
Do you know how to put that in?
I do. That's what I just changed on my car yesterday. Or day before yesterday, huh? I could probably do it Sunday. Yeah, I can do it Sunday. Bring it to my mama's house because I have my tools and shit over there. Yeah, you come early. I'll do it. Fuck.
You know how to do stuff like that? Oh my God.
I just got dirt on my J's. You said what?
You know how to do stuff like that with cars? Can y'all come here?
Yeah, I would say I just changed the alternator on my car day before yesterday. I just changed the oil in it yesterday.
I need my mirror replaced. I hit it. Good morning, Rochelle. I'm so glad you came on here, Rochelle, because I sent out a group text on IG.
Want me to look at the oil change or?
I mean,
I created a group chat, Rochelle, aka Blessed. I'm collecting everybody's last monies for our Friendsgiving trip. So please make sure, oh, that's not the right picture. Please make sure you are sending in your remaining monies, So Blessed 2021, because people are trying to drop out at this time. And unfortunately, if you are unable to come, you should still pay your balance because the house was secured for 15 people. And if I get stuck with the balance of this house, people will be on a no-fly list for Coffee with Friends on the go for the next time. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Pay up your monies. I got to pay for this house next month. This month, I got to pay for this house. Up your monies, okay? Come on, y'all. I should be seeing this money coming in the next few minutes. Okay? Get your money. Okay. I can't, even if you're canceling at this point, 15 people committed, I'm collecting 15 remaining balances. Okay. Smokey said, I have a friend that's a simp. He bows down to her on everything. Ghost knows who I'm talking about. Smokey said that. Why you?
Yeah. Well, I know exactly who that nigga talking about. Yo, now that motherfucker.
What's wrong with men bowing down to their women?
Nah, that motherfucker. That's a different type of thing.
Y'all said Russell Wilson has a foundation for victims of domestic violence.
Yeah, I see it. But I don't know what it is though. It just say maintenance. It don't say exactly what.
Pat said Ghost Harriet Tubman was damn sure necessary. There were a lot of glad men. Were they punks? Oh, because Harriet Tubman saved the men?
That could definitely be the no, it don't mean that they were punks. It definitely don't mean that shit.
So let me ask a question. Do y'all notice that in today's movies that a lot of times the woman wind up saving the man? Do you think they write that in the script on purpose? The men be all stabbed up, poked up, get hit in the head, and the women get up, drag her ass up, and save the man in every damn movie.
Well, see, this thing, you know what I'm saying? That man throughout that whole movie and got his ass whooped and got beat up doing everything to protect her, protect their family, protect whatever the case may be. At the end of getting jugged up and stabbed up and thrown out buildings and shit like that, nigga, the least you could do is put a Band-Aid on a nigga.
But I'm saying in these movies, they show it where the woman winds up getting up, killing the murderer, and saving her husband. Do you think that's implanting some thoughts into us? Because every woman,
of course,
they get mad.
Of course, but see, I still feel like in the day, like me and King had a conversation a long time ago. I don't necessarily feel like there are gender roles within the house. You know what I'm saying? Like we're a team. We supposed to be doing shit together. Like you ain't gonna be the only one that cook. You ain't gonna be the only one that wash. You ain't gonna be like I do this shit too. You know what I'm saying? Like we can all do this shit together. Like people stop trying to point out the fingers. Oh, that's your job. Oh, this is my job. No, motherfucker. Like we here together. You know what I'm saying? We here together. Like we supposed to be moving as one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, no, work together.
Mm-hmm. I know. I need to watch that, y'all. So I really need to buckle down. I started watching it, but I was distracted. I need to watch Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Johnny Leon Hill said, also, we have to account for a man being hurt. We will allow ourselves to be vulnerable with very few people. We don't trust people, especially when it comes to our hearts. I get that, Johnny. Yesterday on TikTok Live, a lot of the men admitted to being afraid to be in relationships because of past hurt and trauma. So I understand that. So, I mean, I guess how do we get around that? How do we get around that? Okay, Rochelle. I know a lot of people watch after, but I'm sending inboxes and none of y'all are responding. Only the people who paid responded. So I need y'all to be checking in, letting me know when your monies are coming in, because I'm a one-man band and this is an administrative nightmare, okay, for me. And I need to be able to pay off this house so that I can start working on the next thing. I need to get this house out the way so that I can work on my next trip, okay? So the faster the deposits come in, the better. Y'all said, oh my God, y'all, you have to watch Danny Glover. Okay. Kayla, who's submitting? Kayla said, okay, you submitting. That was for Ghost.
Like I said, I don't call it submitting in the marriage. I call it working together like you're supposed to. You know what I'm saying? You in a relationship, that's not submitting. Like I said, y'all supposed to be a team. You know what I'm saying? We doing this shit together. I mean, this is what you're supposed to do in a relationship.
But I think by definition, it is that submitting.
I mean, well, if that's a technical word you want to put on
Yeah,
it,
because it's the same thing.
Fuck it. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't feel like I'm submissive at all. Like, even by any
No,
definition.
you're not. Fancy, you
At
are.
all.
I'm just not. But submit sometimes, if you don't like just really figure out what it means, does sound like being weak. Which is why I feel like I never adopted that. Like, because I don't want nothing weak associated with me.
But,
at all.
Yeah, I mean, but y'all want to put submissive on the man though.
No, because she needs to work
Not
too.
you.
She needs to work too because she's not submissive, right? And look what she said. She said because she understood it to be weak. And so she doesn't want to be identified as weak. And see, that's the problem. We have associated simp, that word, to being weak. We have some.
Wait. Now we are associating simp with the word weak or submissive? Which one?
Both, right? Because when people say submissive,
simp is weak.
Simp to me is not weak. Because what y'all are calling simp is somebody that's being submissive to their significant other. It just looks different in every relationship.
Look, now, Pete. Now, see how y'all quote unquote call what I just did with her submissive or whatever?
I didn't say you were simp. I didn't say that. I'm saying
no. See, I didn't use the word simp. I said submissive. See, pay attention.
You know I know you use the word submissive.
You know what I'm saying? Like how y'all just said, like what I just did, whatever was being submissive of. Again, I didn't call that submissive. I call that working with your partner. This is the people that you supposed, you know what I'm saying, that you with. You supposed to. But
why you can't make simp a good thing, y'all? Because
no, women like simps. Women like simps. No, I see a simp.
I'm saying if Russell Wilson is a simp, I like it. Fuck it. I'm saying it. If he a fucking simp, I like it. I'm saying
the feeling that he run that relationship.
I like it. If Russell Wilson is a simp, give me one.
They got money, they do what the fuck they want to do. I actually like it.
I like it.
I don't. What did he ever do to make him look like a simp?
That's what I'm saying.
Don't stand up. And then I'll say it was one thing. I would say it was one thing that I looked at him and I said, you know, that is a very sexy ass dress on her. I wouldn't give a fuck how sexy it is, nigga. I would not be okay with her wearing that shit out in public. This motherfucker had it. I don't give a fuck, grown or not. You know what I'm saying? He don't. At the end of the day, you can't pick what she wear, but voice your opinion and say that shit is too revealing. Cause she ain't have on no bra, no drawers, and the shit was see-through all on side. It was body exposed everywhere. Nigga, that shit is not cool for no married woman to go out in public. Cause he allowed his woman to go out in public. She went out by her goddamn self.
Are you lying?
I am.
Okay, so let me speak on that.
Yes, please.
Sierra is grown, how I see it, and he don't get to allow her.
She don't respect him.
He don't get to allow her. She chose to wear that. That's what she wanted to wear. That ain't up to him. She grown. She
also chose to disrespect him as well.
But that don't mean he didn't say that.
No, he didn't.
He didn't say, "Oh, I feel disrespected."
No, he didn't.
He didn't say that.
He didn't.
He didn't. So that means she put on a dress that she wanted to wear. What's wrong with that?
We don't know that they ain't have no argument or fight about that dress.
And we don't know that they did.
And we don't know that they did.
Right. So I don't think it was I ain't see the damn dress. I don't follow them that closely. I ain't seen nothing so bad that he's done.
Yeah, but think about it. Okay, we're focusing on Russell Williams. But if you look across the industry in general, how many of these men are marching around with their wives with see-through clothes on an everyday basis? When you turn on the Grammys and you turn on these TV shows and they're walking the red carpet, these men do. We calling out Sierra, but a lot of these women are wearing the see-through shit with their panties and their nipple patches. What are you saying about their men?
She said you see that at the beach all day. I don't know. I just don't think it was nothing wrong with that. He don't get to tell her what she can wear.
No, but it's still her choice whether she gonna disrespect him or not.
The government has given women their power. What? Damn, it went away.
I don't know.
See, I don't like using words like allow and
Yeah.
shit. I'm grown. Ain't no allowing. If I want to wear it, I'm gonna put it on. Like, what the fuck? Ain't no allow. He allowed her. She put it on because she wanted to. And you're right, P. I don't know what all that is, but I think it's two different things. That woman can wear whatever she want to wear if that's what she wanted to wear.
Okay, so I'm going to share something.
I don't believe in nobody.
This is the definition. This is the definition of simp. So some of y'all on here that are trying to separate simp from submissive, I went out there and got from the dictionary the definition of simp. Read it. I said it's the fucking same. Y'all saying it ain't. What the hell is the definition?
Can't read it. Keep moving.
Simp is a slang term used to describe a person who is perceived as overly submissive or even desperate for the attention or
like I said.
Wait, let me finish. Desperate for the attention or affection of someone without receiving anything in return. That's what makes you a simp. You're not receiving it in return, but if you're in a relationship and you are giving and receiving the same, then that does not make you a simp.
Hold on, because clearly, you know what I'm saying, my two examples I gave earlier described this perfectly. Like I said, a simp is a man who allows his woman to run him, which is the first part, perceived as overly submissive, and then that second part is desperate for attention or affection without something in return. Like I said, a man who trick off his money for the attention of a woman.
Right. So
like I said, a simp.
Right. So then what we're saying is
that don't even apply to them.
Overly submissive does apply.
It don't.
You can be overly submissive.
You're supposed to submit inside the relationship.
But if you're the only one submitting and she's not,
how do we know that?
Because again, it looks like the woman runs the relationship. That means that he is doing most of the
submission. Can I ask a question? Are y'all?
Because I'm looking at them and you looking at them, and I don't see that. So that's an opinion and that's perspective.
True, but we both have that. We both have an opinion.
Meaning, I don't see it like that, so it's not fact. It's an opinion that you feel like she run a relationship, because I don't see that.
I mean, it's an opinion that you feel like she don't.
Right, but nobody. I feel like nobody run a relationship in their situation.
I feel like since the rumor of that type of conversation is happening.
Are they reading the last sentence? I had to mute them because they're arguing about the first part of the paragraph, okay? And they're not reading the last sentence. The last sentence is clear as fuck. It says, if you are not receiving in return is a simp. So if we're looking at Russell Wilson and Sierra's relationship, how do you know she is not giving him what he needs in return? That's the key.
Okay, first of all, again, look at your definition again and the words that are used. The definition used the words or, means there's two different things describing in that definition. Okay? So, like I said, he applies to the first part of the definition. The second part don't apply to him. The second part goes to the part that I said before, when a man who tricks off his money for the attention of a woman. That's that second part that I responded to already that you said I didn't. I'm saying, like, simp is more than one thing.
Russell Wilson perceived.
Okay.
Well, it's an opinion. Well,
okay, well, this is how I view, why I perceive that he's like that. Again, like I said, it seems like she walks in front and he follows behind like a puppy dog instead of leading, being up front. You know what I'm saying? And then also, like it's like when they walk together, instead of walking side by side, it seems like she's always a step ahead of him.
So he can't be stepping back, just admiring her.
Maybe he's protecting her from that angle.
No,
It's perception.
no.
Protection.
Because that's how. I
Again, this is perception as a man.
So if we go out somewhere and we done stepped out, because I don't know the whole backstory of what you're talking about. So if I want to step out in front of my bad ass, that mean I'm leaving you, or that just mean
if you did it in the first of all, if you did it in that moment is one thing, but if every time a motherfucker see us, you all out in front, yes, that's what it'll say.
But who are the people that agree with you on that perception?
Men. And the feeling that we have in our body, which is why Russell Wilson is a topic of how he's
invite him to the wine and cheese, because I ain't never heard that.
We're gonna be lit at the wine, cheese, and things.
Because I feel like that could be perceived as he just letting her go out there and be her.
Maybe she likes the limelight. I'm gonna tell you something.
It don't matter what our occupation is, has nothing to do with what we doing when we not performing.
It do. I'm gonna tell you no lie, Ghost. For me,
that's not fact.
For me,
like that's not fact.
I live my life out loud, right? I'm outside. And I find that the people that I court, they're kind of like in the background, right? So that's why you don't see people, male figures around me, because I'm very like out there popping. I'm out in the front. And a lot of guys that I've stumbled upon, they're like, boo-boo, you go out there in the front and you do you. I might walk in front. You might even not even know that I'm with the man that I walked in with, because I'm in the front and I'm like, hey, I'm
perception.
But he's
right. I think it's just perception, because that's how I would be too, thinking I'm cute with my heels on and my dress. I'm gonna be in the front too. So.
Be in the front.
Yes. I don't think that man let her lead. Like, I think he just stepping back, admiring his woman and letting her go out there and have that spotlight. It's perception. Right. Because according to what you said, well, what if he's stepping out in the front all the time? You saying that's okay?
Yes. But
that's that Middle Eastern shit. With your woman walking behind you.
I'm finna give you the natural feeling, all right? The natural order of life, all right?
Go ahead.
When you see let's say you see a man and his dog walking down the street.
I love you.
Again, now before a lot of you sensitive motherfuckers get in your feelings or whatever, I'm not calling a woman a dog. I just want you to look at the situation, okay? You know what I'm saying? When you see a man and his dog walking down the street, a Smith dog, somebody who really know how to handle your dog, you do not let your dog walk in front of you. I'm saying your dog walks on the side of you. Your dog walks on the side of you.
I don't pee from a bowl. I don't pee outside.
Yeah, see, y'all still.
I ain't saying nothing about the dog.
Okay. Again, I don't want you to walk behind me. I want you to walk on the side of me.
Always be, if it was the other way around, according to what you said.
Mm-hmm.
You said that if it's Sierra and Russell and he was always in the front, that's okay.
I said that would be okay. I didn't say that's what you do. I said that would be okay.
Why would that be okay?
Because he's the leader. So lead, my nigga, be out front.
Lead. Saying nothing.
You know what I'm saying? But again, like I said, I don't want to walk in front of you. I want you to walk on the side of me. Don't be ahead of me. Be on the side of me. We, again, together. I'm saying, ain't no one in front of the other.
We can't walk together all the time, like side by side. That seems so. I'ma be in the front.
See.
I'ma be in the front.
See, this is look again. This is why men don't say shit, because when we do. It don't matter. Women can still do what you want to do.
No, but you know
why we don't say shit.
In all honesty, you know what? In all honesty, I'm gonna take what you said to consideration.
Like as far as what?
Go.
What you want to do with everything?
Thank you, Johnny.
Different. We're talking about an average couple. Well, I'm saying, me and you are different.
I am not
fuck.
Average.
Again, so me and you are different as fuck. So these conversations that we have on these podcasts
don't relate to us.
They relate to the rest of the world.
Yeah, we're talking about generalizing. Johnny said, I want my wife to walk in front of me so I can see that thing move. Yes.
Hold on, Pat. Sierra's in entertainment. When the last time that motherfucker entertained anything?
Every day.
She ain't relevant. She ain't relevant. The fuck?
She's still a celebrity.
Ain't nobody heard a single from that motherfucker in a decade.
She's still a celebrity.
From the past. Like I said, she's not relevant today.
What's the thing she made that was real iconic? God, what was it?
Exactly.
Level Up.
I was like, that's
Level
all
Up.
it was.
Level up.
Use
Level
that
up. See y'all later.
and all
Level
kinds of
up.
stuff.
Level
Like,
up.
that girl is relevant.
And she
Well, first of all,
That
in
shit is
y'all
relevant.
in ASAP Rocky and Rihanna situation, I ain't gonna lie. Rihanna is famous as fuck and got all kind of people out there. And ASAP Rocky really ain't never just been as famous as her before he even got with her. Like, he was famous, but nowhere near her fucking level. So pretty much every event they go to, people want to see her. They don't want to see his ass. And who heard them shits, Kayla? Nobody. Nobody hear that shit. She don't get no radio play out here. I'm saying, if you ain't getting radio play in Houston, you ain't mainstream.
I feel like we just have a lot of different views.
I mean, of course, men and
That
women
don't
gonna have
even-
different views.
No, I'm talking about, but if they don't even apply to us, you should probably say some of that stuff. Because
I-
it
well,
kind
this-
of make it look like that ain't even us.
With this thing, I've said it so many times on the show. I don't feel like I should
Wow.
like, cause I've said plenty of times.
I think you should.
when
I think you should lead with that. That don't apply to us. But
When
in
I-
general,
was it- no,
this is how
everybody-
the other
yeah.
regular motherfuckers is. Say that. Because,
Everybody
you know,
knows. Every time I talk in generality, I don't talk about us. I don't talk about no personal shit.
Yeah. Because I ain't submissive.
Mhm.
Fuck that.
Team players.
That's ugly. That's ugly.
It's cute.
It's not. It's not. I do feel like in the relationship with some stuff, both people have to submit. I'm just saying.
Say, man, them butterflies flying, shawty.
What? Get
Oh,
go back.
okay.
wait a minute. Guess who just texted me on TikTok? Or for those that went to Mexico last year, we met two guys. Aquanda, Valerie is not on here right now. Angel was on here earlier. We met two guys at the resort.
No, Jack.
And one of the guys
I
found me on TikTok. I just asked him if he coming to DR this year.
No, Johnny, that's not who decides to be in front. What I'm saying is, if y'all are a couple, or y'all married or whatever, walking together, there should be nobody in front. Y'all side by side.
You can't
know what I'm
always
saying?
do that. Come on now. Y'all be squeezing together on the sidewalk, trying to walk side by side. Somebody
See, you getting too literal. You're getting too literal. We're talking about in a figurative sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna walk together. We all
Okay.
one. Like, we both reign supreme around this shit.
figurative sense. So then, but you're taking the visual aspect of what you see in Russell Wilson and
Because
Kiara, but maybe they are walking side by side in their goals and their commitment in their marriage.
It don't always have to be me. It don't always have to be you. You
See,
know, I don't believe
this is the thing, man. I'm not the type of nigga to where, okay, let's say we at one event and my woman got this badass dress on and I know she finna shut down everything when she walk in that hoe. You know what I'm saying? A woman, she gonna want to walk in by herself or her head so she can be seen and not her nigga. You know what I'm saying? She want to be seen by herself and get that spotlight. You know what I'm saying? I me personally, I don't give a fuck how fly I am. You know what I'm saying? I can feel like nigga, I'm on top of the fucking world today and I know I'm finna kill everything when I walk in that door. But no, nigga, I want to walk in with my woman. We finna do this shit together. That's the difference between a man and a woman. That's the difference between a man and a woman. A man want to shine together with his woman. A woman want to shine by herself.
not all of them.
I mean,
Not all of them. I mean, but it don't matter.
no,
like,
but I'm saying, but you just said if you know you look good, you had a better.
and
You
if
want
I
to
know
walk
you
ahead.
looking Good, I'll let you walk ahead. Is what I
But
said.
I don't want to walk ahead. Your mentality
it's
is to walk
okay.
ahead. No,
It's
your
okay.
but your mentality is to walk ahead.
No,
Mine ain't. Mine is to walk
well,
together.
flyers is
It
what
don't
I
matter.
said.
No, ain't no flyers. We fly together. Like I represent you represent me. The fuck?
No, sometimes you can be looking better than me. Sometimes I can be looking better than you. And if we can make that decision that, well, you know, I really feel it tonight, so I'm gonna go ahead on and walk in. Like, stop trying to conform to this general shit.
Yeah.
Stop. Like, fuck all that. What everybody else doing. I might be like, you go, I got you, got it.
See, it ain't about everybody else. It's about the feeling we have within inside of us.
It's
And fuck what
But I
society
feel
talking
like,
about.
but no. You can't say that because you agree with a lot of that shit that society.
Because it's the
and
feeling that's in me. It
stuff.
has nothing to do with what society says, right? It's the feeling that be in the man.
Right, meaning you agree.
question,
with a
y'all.
lot-
Y'all has a question for Ghost. If
It's the-
Fancy wanted to wear that sexy ass dress Ciara had on, would you stop her?
I can't stop her, but I would definitely tell her how I feel. I would definitely tell her I don't like that dress. I don't think that's appropriate. I would definitely tell her, but I can't stop her.
How you know he didn't tell her? Which I don't think he had a problem with.
I don't know. I ain't worried about words. She talking about me and you right now. Fuck him.
Us. Oh,
Yeah.
wait a minute. I missed that.
So the
Say that
question
again, I'm
y'all
sorry.
has is, if Fancy decides to wear a sexy dress like what Ciara wore, would Ghost stop you?
And I said I can't stop her, but I would tell my
No,
opinion.
girl, don't even ask nothing like that. He can't stop me. I'm grown. I can wear whatever I want to wear.
Like I said, but I would give my opinion and tell her I don't like it or don't think it's appropriate.
Oh,
And
I
then
got a
what
meeting,
she decided
y'all.
to do after that, it's on her.
I got a meeting. I can't even play the last song for y'all. Get out of here. I got an 11 o'clock meeting. I love y'all low. I'm going to hurry up and put this damn song on before I get fired. No matter how low, you can still go. Get off my live.
Holla, y'all.
I never answered a no, man.
There's
I got a
consequences,
job,
y'all.
y'all.
There's still consequences.
Friday.
You know what I'm saying?
Friday.
Bye.
One season things. Houston. Hustle hard. Hey, I'll be making moves. What? I've been doing shit my way or the highway. Ride Smokey. Hey. Anything you want, anything you need. Conversation continues. Friday, March 8th. That's right, thumbs up. Right by that energy. What? Have a great day, Johnny. Hey, even when you feel slow, you can still go. Hey. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never ran, so no, man, I still go. I gotta go, y'all.